So many wonderful Shastras our Sanatana Dharma has, Shruti, Smriti, Purana, Itihasa, and so much of Santa Vangmaya also. One of the beautiful one is Sri Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana. We are blessed to go through it by Lord Rama, by Vaashishthaji and all the saints. And then you are seeing how many things we are learning from it. We are taught. Day by day, may we become more sincere, serious, and concentrating to learn these things, to retain these learnings, and to live up to them. May our life that way be become dhanya by every moment's doing and achieving of spiritual things. Welcome, friends. This 56th Sarga, Marana Samanantara Vyavastha Varnanam. We'll conclude today, then we'll start the 57th one. The 57th is easy one because Swapnartha Vichara is its name. We have studied in Mandukya and all of those Upanishads so exhaustively about the Swapna and why it is Mithya and how Jagat, Jagrat also being like Swapna also Mithya. We are here reminded and restudy. Let us understand that this way the Shastra Jnana through Shastra, the Jagat Mithyatva Jnana and Brahma Satyatva Jnana, and avoiding in that through sadhana alone saves us. That alone is our purpose of existence. Let us grasp this point. Welcome. Let us spend 3-4 minutes in our everyday's Mangalacharana Shloka. Om 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 Sahanavavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Namo Brahmadibhyo ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व वेदान्ताः सच्छास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ओम श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने ओम ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मभक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः श्री वशिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषद योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषि मुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न शाश्वत समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्म दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्रीराम वशिष्ठ संवाद रूप श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण स्मृति मोक्ष प्रकरण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थमेव सर्वे करिष्यामहे मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमजरं नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुखगनं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनादिमध्यनिधनं मायाविलासैर्मुहुः विश्वाकारमपास्तमायमभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं पदं ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ ससदृश्यं सृजत्येवेति कीर्त्यते तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्री गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं भैरविकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ओं श्रीरामचन्द्रपरब्रह्मणे नमः वसिष्ठादऋषिभ्यो नमः श्रीयोगवासिष्ठमहारामायण स्मृतिमोक्षप्रकरणशास्त्रं तृतीय उत्पत्तिप्रकरणे लीलोपाख्याने मरणसमनन्तरव्यवस्थावर्णनं नाम मरणशयनानन्तरव्यवस्थावर्णनं नाम षट्पञ्चाशत्तमः सर्गः. श्रीराम उवाच श्रीवसिष्ठ उवाच. See, we have seen yesterday Sri Rama's Prashna, Sri Vasishthaji's Uttara, important one. What is the Prashna? What is the whole topic going on? Taking the example of the the Jiva Kala, who is the Vasishtha Brahmana, who is also Raja Padma, who is also Raja Viduratha. Now from Viduratha Deha, who is going back into the Padma Deha, taking him as an example or story of Upakhyana, Jiva Gati is being discussed. So this way the Jiva, because of his karma and karma phala, is individual as well as samashti or mutual, goes on going from one Brahman to the other, one Loka to other, one Sharira to other, one situation to the other, till he realizes he is Brahman. Realizes he is Atman. Till that time this goes on. In that way, in every of these, each of the lives, in many of the lives, somewhere Sukha, somewhere Dukkha, somewhere higher position, lower, it goes on going on. Like in one particular life also you see, so many times we were taken by the people as the most important one. कम से कम शादी के दिन उसका कोई केयर नहीं करते, और बर्थडे के दिन, और कोई डिसीज हुआ, और something we have great achieved, isn't it? Other days we are not care. As in this very life, the ups and downs we see, it continues. If you want to continue, continue it and know the rules, regulations, and play the game. At least you are better and safe. No, I want to see something higher, diviner, nobler, beyond and infinite. Then just enter into the other zone of Sarvam Brahma. Aham Brahmas. Getting the point now? Now, Desha Kaladina Brahman Vasana Samudeti Chet Tan Mahakalpa Sargadau Desha Kaladaya Kutaha Karane Samudeti Dam Taistada Sakaribihi Sakari Karananam Abhave Vasana Kutaha. So, because of Desha Kala and Dravya and Kriya, these samskaras are made, which becomes cause for creation. So at the time of Pralaya, Desha, Kala, Vastu, therefore the Kriya, all of them have disappeared. So how the Vasana got created? Because Vasana gets created only when there is Desha, Kala, Vastu, Kriya. And only when there is a Vasana, there will be creation later on. So after that first Mahapralaya, over Srushti का नया सृष्टि तो नहीं बनना चाहिए. Because for the new Srushti, Veshti or Sameshti, the Vasana should be there. For the Vasanas, the Desha Kala Kriya Dravya should be there. But in the earlier Pralaya, all of them dissolved. So therefore, Sahakari Karananam Abhave, when all the Karanas are not there, where are the Vasanas? Vasana means Karma Phala. When that Karma Phala is not there, Veshti or Sameshti, it is a cause for creation. Where is the creation then? Where from this creation is there what I am seeing then? It should not be. Logically, as you told. Because you said, because of Desha Kala Kriya Dravya, that the samskara is created. So he explained, sir. And this is the higher knowledge. Huh? Thank God you and I are regularly coming and exposing ourselves to these things. Of these, at least 0.01% we are able to grasp in our first round. 100 rounds of this Shastra when we study, 10% we will be able to understand. That much subtle, that much deep is this subject. I am telling you, you may be attending some of the classes. All classes what we are doing, at our level we are doing as our sadhana. But Shastra is much, much more deeper to convey. Therefore, keep on studying, keep on listening from this source or any source. And increase your ability to understand, therefore understanding. Increase and make it subtler. To this question, Vasishthaji's answer was, Sri Vasishtha Uvacha, Evametat Mahabaho, Satyatman Kadachana, Mahapralaya Sargadau, Deshakalo na Kauchana. सहकारिकारणानाम् अभावे सति दृश्यधीः नेयमस्ति न चोत्पन्ना न च स्फुरति काचन. This is the Mandukya Upanishad level of discussion. First, evametat, you said is right. Exactly, this is what is the truth. He Mahabaho, O mighty armed Krishna, Rama, Satyatman, what? You are the Satyatma. Therefore, na kadachana, never ever, all this drama which you have said is existing. It was never there. As you said, Mahapralaya Sarga Adau. When the Mahapralaya ho gaya, naya sarg ke pehle, Desha Kalo na Kauchana. Desha Kala Vastu Kriya, none of them were there. And they are the Sahakari Karanas, as you said, Sahakari Karananam Abhave Sati. Because of the absence of the Sahakari Karanas, Drishyadhihi na iyamasti. There is no, the entire this Drishya, Nacha Utpanna. Therefore, in the Sankalpa Rupena itself, or Samskara Rupena itself, when the Drishya is not there, then it's grossification called as the Srushti. How it can be? Therefore, Drishyati is not there. Therefore, its Utpatti in the form of gross world also is never there. Na iyamasti, na cha utpanna, and na cha spurati kachana. Where when it is not there, it is never perceived. The whole Jagat. Then, having heard this, definitely you'll ask a question. Then, what is the position of whatever the Jagat I am seeing now? I am seeing myself, I am seeing my upadhis, I am seeing the Jagat also. Please answer to that also. When you said that, when I said you accepted it, that Sahakari Karanas are not there, therefore Vasana is not there, therefore Sukshma Rupena Jagat is not there, its Thula Bhava is not there, therefore it is never perceived. That never perceived you said, but I am perceiving. What is its position? See, this highest thing of Vedanta. Bhagavan Vasishtha answers to this question. Drishyasya sambhavadeva kinchid yad drishyate tu idam tad brahmaiva swachidrupam sitam itham anamayam. So drishya sambhavat eva. Because of this exclusive understanding you have come to, which is correct, that there is no possibility of any drishya existing any time. Therefore, kinchid yad drishyate tu idam. Whatever by you seen as the idam rupena, the whole jagat and your upadhis and all of that, that brahma eva, swachidrupam brahma eva, sthitam itham anamayam. So even little bit maya also is not there. That amaya rupi maya raita shuddha brahman alone, whose nature is chit swarupa, which is your own self, that alone is there. Understood? Because of the Maya or Avidya, the Brahman is not known. From that ignorance only, the I with Mayupadis and the Jagat with Rupanama, they're all never existing, still projected and appearing. In the absence of ignorance, not only it's projected, but it is taken as real and you are lost in it. So yesterday we have seen toward the end, na? Therefore, whatever we are seeing in this world, seeing, smelling, tasting, touching, feeling, hearing, thinking, and the upadhi is used for that of the jnanendriya, the karmendriya, antakarana, the jiva bhava, everything is Brahman misseen, Brahman misinterpreted. Any number of examples you take, all of them convey this only. Hai, your earring, your nose ring, your finger ring, your necklace, your bracelet, your gujaketis, your head, any of the ornaments, your what the waist ornament, any number of them you say, all of them are none but gold mistakenly seen, mistakenly called. Mistaken means you are calling it as something else. You are naming it as something else. That's it. How can there be anything other than the gold in all ornaments? How can there be anything other than Brahman in all this drashta, drishya, darshana, triputi? This is Vedantic ultimate knowledge. There are no clouds, there are no oceans, there are no rivers, there are no ponds, no lakes, there are no wells, there are no any of these things. Anything is water and water and water alone. Is it not so? It's water only. You are calling them with different names because you are seeing in them different forms. Because you see them in different form, because you have called them different name, they have not become many. Because I call this as bracelet or ringer, etc., ring, etc., the gold has not become bracelet or ring. You are calling it for your whatever ignorance or convenience or utility value. है ना? मैं मिट्टी को घड़ा बनाकर घड़ा कहते हुए उसको यूज कर रहा हूं, तो ये मिट्टी को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. इट इज ऑलवेज मिट्टी ओनली. So if I call the Brahman as Jiva Jagat Ishvara, it is my mistake. That Brahman doesn't recognize. He says I am Brahman. This is a subtle point. Therefore, drishyasya asambhavadeva kinchid yad drishyate tu idam tad brahma eva tad swachidrupam brahma eva sthitam ittham anamayam. Anamayam means that Maya trace also nahi hai. As a pure Brahman alone everything. This is called Brahma Drushti. Therefore, Drushtim Jnanamayam Krutva Pashet Brahmamayam Jagatu. Example of gold or water waves, ये सारे आपको पॉसिबिलिटी को स्वीकार करने के लिए हेल्प करते हैं. Then you make it possible in your sadhana. So what is therefore sadhana? From my perceptions, from my imaginations and thoughts, and from my inner vasanas, interpreting the Brahman as Jagat, that nonsense should go away. Interpreting Brahman as Jagat is done by my vasanas, by my manovrittis and its habits and my perceptions. Just because of my perceptions, thoughts and vasanas, the Jagat is never real, nor the Brahman has gone anywhere, nor he changed, nor he got modified. This is the crux of it. Tad Brahma eva swachidropam sthitam itham anamayam. And mind you, my dear Rama, etacha agre yukti shataihi katayishyami evate. एतदेव कथयिष्यामि युक्ति शतैः अग्रे. With hundreds and hundreds of yuktis in the forthcoming topics, this is what I am going to tell you again and again, again and again. So, etadartham prayatnoyam. For the sake of conveying this Brahmajnana to you and all this seated, that this might prayatna for talking to you and building all this topic. So, etadartham prayatnoyam vartamana katam shrunu. That anyway is going to come. No present story, let us conclude now. सुनो इस बात को क्या हुआ. So Rama is jumped into that question. Well, Lord said I'll answer it in future. Vaashishtha ji, let us continue the katha. So therefore, the purpose of Yoga Vastu Ramayana, purpose of Vaashishtha ji's teaching is only to give Brahmajnanam. Every Vedanta Granthas, all of them are for that. Even the Purana Itihasam, finally, if not Pratyaksha Rupena, Paroksha Rupena, their aim goal is only to convey the Sarvadhisthana Brahma Jnana to us. And as a Jiva, we have to evolve to that Brahmanubhuti for our moksha. Get more and more clear in this understanding and let this understanding become stronger day by day. Live in that understanding. By some prarabdha, we are brought into this sharira and into this world with the fellow things and beings. It's only occasional, it is only incidental. It need not be given so much value. We are Jiva, we are sadhakas, we have to pursue Brahman. Come to this bigger picture of your own identity. I am a Jiva, came into this world to seek the reality. What about all these things that are happening around me? They are only incidental. They have some reason and they will finish. They need not be valued. They need not be involved into so engrossingly that the main purpose is forgotten. आए थे हरिभजन को ओटन लगे कपास. You have come for हरिभजन. कपास ओटन के लिए नहीं आया हूँ. That ओटन लगे कपास in और भज गोविंदम language डुक्रुम करने नहीं रक्षति. आए थे हरिभजन को भज गोविंदम गोविंदम भज मूढ़मते. That Govinda is Brahman, the reality. See, the picture is becoming clear in the expression, in the text. But are we listening it so equally clearly? Are we understanding it so clearly? Most important is, are we accepting? Are we getting convinced about it? That therefore my life's only purpose is this. Isn't it? If you have the same simple, humble heart without ego and your regularity, sincerity, the Guru Parampara will blast you, you and me, with the Tattva Jnana continuously, so much that all the inner cobwebs, inner dirt and filth of taking the world as real and being a worldly pursuer, all that will be washed away. As it happened in the case of millions of sadhakas in our life also, that clear understanding about what is the goal, what's the means going to come, and we will definitely do sadhana, reach also provided we continue. You guarantee your regularity, the divinity will guarantee your progress. If you give it up, if you leave it in between and you run back into the worldliness, then bhatakte raho, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare shena. Choice is always yours. And thank you that sage Vasishthas, Valmikis, Vishwamitras, or great Vyasadi, Adi Shankara, their granthas we are listening. बाबा जन्म धन्य है. मैं तो ऐसे ही महसूस करता हूँ. Continue. So, एतदर्थं प्रयत्नोऽयम्. All my efforts are to convey that Brahma Vidya only to you. वर्तमान कथां शृणु. No, in present what's going on. That कथा खत्म तो नहीं हुआ ना. वो सुनो. Then what happened? The discussion was digressing from the topic of the Jiva Kala. From that Vidurata Sharira left, then it is moving. For some time he was in the Murcha, then he woke up, then he got the Sharira as Pinda Pradhana done by the left behind people, and in that he went to Swarga, Yamaloka. Yamaraj looked into his account. In a minute's time he said, he has never done any Dushkarma, Papa Karma. He only lived a noble life, and he was always protected by the Saraswati Mata's Krupa and Upasana and Krupa. Therefore, he, according to his choice, have to enter into Padma Sharira. On my order, you just leave him, let him go. That's how Yamaraj gave the orders. Then he was left. Then he is going in the Akash. These two are following. At that time, Sri Rama asked the questions. Then the answer is given. Now we have to come back to the topic. So they are moving towards what? Crossing this Brahmanda into the other Brahmanda, out of Ananta Koti Brahmandas, to that particular Brahmanda where his choice of that Padma Sharira is there. That's all destined by his. Like in the train, in that 20 coaches, almost 1200 seats are there. But we go to the seat allotted to us only, as per our class and its seat number, birth number. Isn't it? Same way, this one, as per his destiny, moving towards. He crossed that place where the Vidurata Sharira, in that Yuddha, in that Antapura. Then he went into Akasha, crossed all the layers. Even Brahmanda ka जो कवाट है पार करके चले गए. Then so many Brahmandas were there, Chidakash में. In that one of these Brahmanda he entered, घुस गए. These are following him. That Jiva Kala. Then naturally Maha, he went to exactly that Bharata Desha and that Antapura in which the Padma Sharira was kept. That's the topic continuing now. Then Vartamana Katham Shruno Evam Dadrushatu Prapte Mandiram Sundarodaram. So they followed and reached and they saw the Sundara Mandira of Raja Padma. Sundara Udaram means the one Mandira which is so beautiful. The entire kingdom, in that kingdom, the Antapura into that Mandira, unobstructed, they reached the Leela and Saraswati in that Sukshma Ativaika Deha. Kirnam Pushpopaharena Vasantamiva Shitalam. So many Pushpopaharas were kept in that hall everywhere. They were all giving that coolness like the Vasanta Ritu. Then Prashantachara Sambhara Samrambha Rajadhanya Samadvitam. The entire Rajadhanis, all acharas were prashant. They were not doing actively, aggressively anything because the king is dead, the body is kept there. So they all naturally the national mourning for few days. होता है ना जब बड़े बंदा छोड़ते हैं शरीर 3 दिन का 4 दिन का. ये the whole आचार were प्रशांत प्रशांत आचार संरंभ राजधान्या समन्वितम. So in the Rajdhani, the Antapura, they went to Mandara Kundamalyadi Shavam Tatra Samam Sthitam. So the dead body of this Raja, covered with whatever clothes and all the Sugandha Dravyas and the Pushpamalas, all of them were there on that body. Then what happened? Came Mandara Kunda Sragdama Ruta Ambara Bruhat Shavam. That Shava is covered with the cloth and with all the garlands. So Shava Shaya Shirastha Griya Purna Kumbhadi Mangalam. So at the in the palang in which the body is kept at the side, they have put all the Purna Kumbhadi Mangala Dravyas. And for doing all the whatever the kriyas. Then Anivritta Gruhadwara Gavaksha Katinargalam. So Anivritta Gruhadwara Gavaksha Katinargalam, all the doors except the main one, they were all locked or closed. Then Prashamya Deepakaloka Shyamala Bhittikam. So the lamps were not aggressively kept as if it's a celebration. The morning time, hai, so the flame size was reduced. Therefore, all the walls which were otherwise daytime or in the brilliance of the light looks to be so bright because they are always fresh, were looking dim and dull because the lamp light was less. So, Prashamyat Deepakala Deepaka Aloka Shamala Amala Bhittikam. Then Gruhaika Desha Samsupta Mukashwasa Samikritam. So in another corner, some people who their turn was over to do the things, they must be tired. So they were in that sleep, that Uchvasa and Ishvasa. Sound also is heard is equal to that whole inner place is so Shanta, so Prashant. No sound at all. This was that place where Raja Padma Sharira. Then Sampurna Chandra Sakala Udaya Kanti Kantam. That was Paurnami day. So Chandra was full with all his Kanti. Saundarya Nirjita Purandara Mandirarthi. The entire Rajadhani, especially that palace, was defeating even Indra Sabha also. That much beautiful was this because of the Chandra Kanti. Then Vairincha Padma Mukulantara Charu Shobham. So Brahma Kamala ke अंदर का सुंदरता के समान this entire pura as well as this antapura was there. Then nishabdamandamiva nirmalam indukantam. It is absolutely nishabda and nirmala, and Chandrama Kanti was everywhere there. They saw, they went, that Jiva also went. वो क्या होगा अगले सर्ग में? इतिहासे श्री वासिष्ठ महारामायणे वाल्मीकिये उत्पत्ति प्रकरणे लीलोपाख्याने मरण शयन अनंतर प्रेत व्यवस्था नाम षट्पंचाशत् सर्गः. This was the 56th sarga. The main story was this, and as Ramji is asked questions while answering Vaashishthaji, so many subtle things revealed. That knowledge is important, the story is the means. And you and I may have that huge, subtle, expansive, comprehensible intellect that we are able to listen all that, grasp all that, retain all that, and from that standpoint see the whole universe as well as our own life and start becoming a pursuer of the reality. Why wait for what? For whom we are to wait? क्या सिग्नल चाहिए, क्या परमिशन चाहिए, किसके लिए इंतजार कर रहे हैं? Why delaying, in becoming the sadhaka of the reality? Now go back to all your Upanishads, restudy them and understand them more better way and pursue the reality as guided in them. What about other things? Other things तुम चाहते हो तो करते रहोगे, सब माया है बस. That's not so real. हाँ, not so important. ब्रह्मांड भी जिसको आप लेकर इतना सीरियस फील करते हो, वो सारे डिजॉल्व होते हैं मायाकृत इस सृष्टि में, माया कल्पित सृष्टि है ना. एक पत्ता गिर गयो पेड़ से, उतावले होते हो, अरे 1000 पेड़ गिर जाते जब भूकंप होता है, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Isn't it? We are talking about spiritual standpoint, not the worldly. Worldly standpoint में भूकंप नहीं होना चाहिए, पेड़ नहीं गिरना चाहिए, सारे पेड़ हरियाली से भर के रहना चाहिए. That is this language. When you study reality, the language is different, the topic is different. In this way, the 56th sarga we have done and offered at the feet of the Lord. Now 57th we start. The name of the 57th sarga is SWAPNARTHA VICHARA VARNANAM. Okay, today we'll do the chanting, tomorrow we'll start studying it. Om Atha Sri Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayane Utpatthi Prakarane स्वप्नार्थ विचार वर्णन नाम षट सप्तपंचाशत्तम सर्गः. श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच. आई एम स्टार्टिंग द चैंटिंग. जितने भी श्लोक आई डोंट नो, विल कीप चैंटिंग. ओम ततो ददृशतुस्तत्र शवशय्यैकपार्श्वगां लीलां विदूरथस्याग्रे मृतां ते प्रथमागतां प्राग्वेषां प्राक्समाचारां प्राग्देहां प्राक्स्ववासनां प्राक्तनाकार सदृशीम सर्वरूपांग सुंदरीं प्राग्रूपावयवस्पन्दां प्राग्रूपावयवस्पन्दां प्रागंबर परिवृतां प्राग्भूषण भरच्छन्नां केवलं तत्र संस्थितां गृहीत चामरां चारु विजयन्तीं महीपतिम् उद्यच्चन्द्रामिव दिवं भूषयन्तीं महीतलं मौनस्तां वामहस्तस्थ वदनेन्दुतया नतां भूषणां शुलता पुष्पैः पुल्लामिव वनस्थलीम् कुर्वाणां वीक्षितैर्दिक्षो मालत्युत्पलवर्षणं सुजन्तीम् आत्मलावण्यात् इन्दुमिन्दुं नभोदितं नरपालात्मनो विष्णोर्लक्ष्मीमिव समागतां उदितां पुष्पसंभारात् इव पुष्पाकरश्रियं भर्तुर्वदनकेन्यस्त दृष्टिमिष्टविचेष्टितां किञ्चित् प्रम्लानवदनां म्लानचन्द्रां निशाम् इव ताभ्यां सालनना दृष्टा तथा तया ते तु न लक्षिते यस्मात् ते सत्यसंकल्पे सा न तावत् तथोदिता. श्रीराम उवाच. तस्मिन् प्रदेशे सा पूर्व लीला संस्थाप्य देहकं ध्यानेन ज्ञप्तिसहिता गता भूदिति वर्णितं किमिदानीं सलीलाया देहस्तत्र न वर्णितः किं सम्पन्नः क्व वायात इति मे कथय प्रभो. श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच. क्वासील्लीला शरीरं तत् कुतस्तस्यास्ति सत्यता केवला भ्रान्तिरेवाभूतो जलबुद्धिर्मरामिम आत्मैवेदं जगत्सर्वं कुतो देहादिकल्पना ब्रह्मैवानन्दरूपं सद् यत्पश्यसि तदेव चितो यतैव बोधे लीलासौ परिणाममिताक्रमात् परे तथैव तस्मात् तत् हिमवद्गलितं वपुः आदिवाहिकदेहस्य कालेनाभ्युदितो भ्रमः आदिभौतिकदेहोऽहम् इति रज्जुभुजङ्गवत्. आदिवाहिकदेहेन दृश्यं यदवलोकितं भूम्यादिनाम तस्यैव कृतं तच्चाधिभौतिकं वास्तवेन तु रूपेण भूम्याद्यात्माधिभौतिकः न शब्देन न चार्थेन सत्यात्मा शशशृङ्गवत् पुंसो हरिणकोऽस्मेति स्वप्ने यस्योदिता मतिः स किमन्विष्यति मृगं स्वमृगत्वपरीक्षये उदेत्य सत्यमेवाशु तथा सत्यं विलीयते भ्रान्तिर्भ्रमवतो रज्ज्वाम् अपि सर्पभ्रमे गते समस्तस्या प्रबुद्धस्य मनोजातस्य कस्यचिद् बीजं विना मृषैवेयं मिथ्यारूढिमुपागता स्वप्नोपलम्भं सर्गाख्यं स सर्वोऽनुभवन् स्थितः चिरमावृत्तदेहात्मा भूचक्रभ्रमणं यथा. श्रीराम उवाच. ब्रह्मन् लोकैः पुरस्तस्य गच्छतो योगिनो निजम् आतिवाहिकतां देहः कीदृशोऽयं विलोक्यते. श्रीवसिष्ठ उवाच. देहान्तरप्राप्तिः पूर्वदेहं विना सदा आतिवाहिकदेहेऽस्मिन् स्वप्नेष्विव विनश्वरी यथा तपे हिमकणः शरद्व्योम्निसितोऽम्बुदः दृश्यमानोऽप्यदृश्यत्वम् इत्येवं योगिदेहकः द्रागित्येवाथवा कश्चित् योगिदेहो न लक्ष्यते योगिभिश्च पुरो वेगात् प्रोड्डीन इव खेखगः स्ववासनाभ्रमेणैव क्वचित् केचित् कदाचन मृतोऽयमिति पश्यन्ति केचित् योगिनमग्रगाः भ्रान्तिमात्रं तु देहात्मा तेषां तदुपशाम्यति सत्यबोधेन रज्जूनां सर्पबुद्धिरिवात्मनि को देहः कस्य वा सत्ता कस्य नाशः कथं कुतः चितं तदेव यदभूत् अबोधः केवलं गतः। श्रीराम उवाच आतिवाहिकताम् एति आदिभौतिक एव किम् उक्तान्यदिति मे ब्रूहि येनो ह्येव भोः प्रभो। श्रीवसिष्ठ उवाच बहुशो युक्तमेतत्ते न गृह्णासि किमुत्तम आतिवाहिक एवास्ति नास्ति विहादिभौतिकः तस्यैवाभ्यासतोऽप्येति सादिभौतिकता मतिः यदा शाम्यति सैवास्य तदा पूर्वा प्रवर्तते तदा गुरुत्वं काठिन्यम् इति अष्टमुधा ग्रहः शाम्येत् स्वप्न नरस्येव बोधात् निरामयात् लघुतूल समापत्तिः ततः समुपजायते स्वप्ने स्वप्न परिज्ञानात् इव देहस्य योगिनः स्वप्ने स्वप्न परिज्ञानात् यथा देहो लघुर्भवेत् तथा बोधादयं देहः स्थूलवत् प्लुतिमान् भवेत् अनेकदिन संकल्प देहे परिणतात्मनाम् अस्मिन् देहे शवे दग्धे तत्रैवास्थितिमीयुषां लघुदेहानुभवनम् अवश्यं भावि वै तथा प्रबोधातिशयादेति जीवतामपि योगिनाम् उदितायां स्मृतौ तत्र संकल्पात्माहमित्यलं यादृशस्य भवेत् देहः तादृशोऽयं प्रबोधतः भ्रान्तिरेवम् इयं भाति रज्ज्वामिव भुजङ्गता किं नष्टमस्यां नष्टायां जातायां किं प्रजायते। श्रीराम उवाच अनन्तरे ये वास्तव्या लीलां पश्यन्ति ते यदि तत्सत्यसङ्कल्पतया बुध्यन्ते किमतः प्रभो। श्रीवसिष्ठ उवाच एवं ज्ञास्यन्ति ते राज्ञी स्थितेयमिह दुःखिता वयस्या काचित् अन्येयं कुतोऽप्यस्या उपागता संदेहः कैवात्रैषां वशो ह्यविवेकिनः यथा दृष्टं विचेष्टन्ते कुत येषां विचारणा यथा लोष्टो लुठद्वृक्षं वञ्चयित्वाशु गच्छति अज्ञानत्वे जपशवः तथा ह्यस्ति पुरादिकम् यथा स्वप्नवपुर्बोधात् न जाने क्वेव गच्छति असत्यमेव तद्यस्मात् तथैवेहादिभौतिकम्। श्रीराम उवाच भगवान् स्वप्नशिखरे प्रबोधे क्वेव गच्छति इति मे संशयं छिन्दि शरदभ्रमिवानिलः। श्रीवसिष्ठ उवाच स्वप्नभ्रमेत संकल्पे पदार्थाः पर्वतादयः संविदोऽन्तर्मिलन्ते ते स्पन्दनान्यनिले यथा अस्पन्दस्य यथा वायोः सस्पन्दोऽन्तर्विशत्यलम् अनन्यात्मा तथैवायं स्वप्नार्थः संविदोऽमलं स्वप्नाद्यर्थावभासेन संविदेव स्फुरत्यलम् अस्फुरन्ती तु तेनैव यात्येकत्वं तदात्मिका संवित् स्वप्नार्थयोर्द्वित्वं न कदाचन लभ्यते यथा द्रवत्व पयसोः यथा वा स्पन्दवातयोः यस्तत्र स्यादिवा बोधः तदज्ञानमनुत्तमं सैषा संस्कृतिरित्युक्ता मिथ्याज्ञानात्मिकोदिता सहकारिकारणानाम् अभावे किल कीदृशी संवित् स्वप्नपदार्थानां द्विता स्वप्ने निरर्थिका यथा स्वप्नस्तथा जाग्रत् इदं नास्त्यत्र संशयः स्वप्ने पुरम् असद्भाति सर्गादौ भात्यसज्जगतो न चार्थो भवितुं शक्यः सत्यत्वे स्वप्नतोदितः संविदो नित्यसत्यत्वं स्वप्नार्थानाम् असत्यता झटित्येव यथाकाशं भवति स्वप्नपर्वतः क्रमेण वा तथा बोधे कं भवत्यादिभौतिकम् उड्डीनोऽयं मृतो वेति पश्यन्ति निकटस्थिताः ज्ञमाति वाहिकीभूतं स्वस्वभावहता यतः मिथ्या दृष्टय एवेमाः सृष्टयो मोहदृष्टयः मायामात्रदृशो भ्रान्तिः शून्याः स्वप्नानुभूतयः स्वप्नानुभूतय इमा मरणान्तबोधे भ्रान्त्येतरभ्रमदुषः स्फुटसर्गभासः भ्रान्त्यातिवाहिकशरीरगताः समस्ताः मिथ्योदिता मृगनदीसरणक्रमेण इत्यार्षे श्रीवासिष्ठमहारामायणे वाल्मीकिये उत्पत्तिप्रकरणे लीलोपाख्याने स्वप्नार्थस्य विचारो नाम सप्तपञ्चाशत्तमः सर्गः. Chanting we have done, study we'll do. It's all Mandukya Upanishad repetition. So beautiful. Thank God. No, we are repeatedly studying this and strengthening our knowledge. May this knowledge get deeply rooted. May live up to this knowledge and get liberated in this very life. Thank you. Om Purnamadaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Bol Sri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai, Vashta Bhagavan ki jai, Saraswati Maiya ki jai. वाल्मीकि भगवान की जय। श्री भगवान रामायण शास्त्र की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। सदगुरुदेव भगवान की जय। आप सब की जय हो। आज के आनंद की जय हो। धन्यवाद।